So yeah, I have to get a couple of boxes to put some of these salvage items and projects and salvage items into. I also have to find a place to mount the grinder. I was thinking of building a shelf, but oh man, who has the time? Really? Really, who has the time? So yeah, because I have to rebuild this guy. Oh, nice. This guy, although an excellent prototype, has some problems. For example, these guys have a propensity to bend when you crash them into the ground at a high velocity. I mean, look, minor damage, really. That thing's been bent several times. So it needs to be beefed up, but I don't know what that'll mean for the motors. I might have to replace the motors more often, but in any event, what I won't have to do is recalibrate all of the trim because, well, first of all, if you take a look from the top, you can see that the arm to the bottom is displaced. And if I, there, you can see that it's much more aligned now because there's a lot of play in that joint there. And I have to figure out some way to eliminate, well, no, I figured out a way. We need to eliminate the play in the arms, in the play as a result of the arms interacting with the main body of the aircraft. So I'm thinking of maybe a aluminum plate slipping into the cavity. Same thing here. Aluminum plate, or well, actually aluminum square slipping into the cavity that appears here, and bore that out because we don't need all of that material. Still tap, 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 as well as a bit thicker profile for the motor mounts. But because we're doing some, I'm going to also do some lightening along the shaft here by boring some holes, judiciously spaced, getting a little bit of weight eliminated. I'm going to obviously contour those, like I said, bore through there. So it shouldn't be too much of an additional burden. And especially if I imagine taking a double thickness of this in aluminum, contouring out a triangle in each of the vertices of this rectangle so that we don't have as much weight distributed widely, but we have the weight concentrated in where it's going to provide some structural rigidity to the whole frame. You'll see how that happens. But anyways, also something a little more robust and perhaps not only mounting, sub-mounting the devices. I mean, this is transparent to light as well as electromagnetic radiation, so there is absolutely no reason to make a cutout there. But we do want to be able to mount the GPS sensor, the antenna underneath a Lexan plate or a polycarbonate or polyamide, something that is transparent and robust. Maybe beef up these guys, although they've been performing pretty well lately. I might want to put a universal, well, actually a more robust connector there. I don't think so, but I might do something down here because, well, I mean, this is just flopping loose. It could probably be mounted in here with an antenna coming down, and this would actually provide some strain relief if I had a hole through there with the antenna coming through, and that I think could work pretty well. So we'll once I've got the frame designed with the inserts and the fastening from above, we'll work a bit more on the battery mounting and the receiver mounting, because obviously that needs to be more permanent. Maybe surround it with that aluminum plate that I was showing earlier, and we have a battery with a Velcro strap that was able to secure the battery in. I've got a couple that are about the same size, and I'll probably fix on that size because it's a reasonable amount of flying time. I get 20 minutes or 30 minutes out of a flight on that battery, so I'm not too upset with that amount of time. So yeah, and that is what is on the agenda for the weekend. And, you know, a couple of other things. Obviously, it's Thanksgiving in Canada. Anyways, thanks for watching.